broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Nothing your love will bring. My life is yours alone. The only love I ever know.
Oh, I have a story about this song, everybody. Welcome to AfterBuzz TV. We are wrapping up Lachey's Raising the Bar here for you guys. Great show. We're so excited to be here. I'm your host, Lauren Leonelli. You can find me at Lauren Leonelli on Twitter, Facebook, Vine, Instagram, and my website. And we have a full panel here today.
We do. I love it.
Yay! Who do I have with me?
James Law Jr. You can find me at Black Hope LA on Twitter. It's BLAKHOPELA.
And I'm Jennifer Golden. You can find me everywhere at Jennifer Golden.
And I did not lie. Phil Svitek, I told you I'd get a full panel in here.
You did it.
I mean, he's been here by himself.
Holding down the fort.
I know.
That's amazing, Phil. Well done.
So
Yes.
you guys, this song, I love this song. It holds a special place in my heart because I got pulled up on stage during this performance of the Package Tour last year, and Nick Lachey himself sang this part to me. And it's really funny because it's, first of all, it's awesome to be on stage and look out and see what they see.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, sure.
And the second
Were you nervous?
I was like dying, and then I didn't realize that Justin walked me up on stage, so I thought Justin was singing to me, but they all rotate, so all of a sudden Justin starts walking away and Nick comes around, and I was like, oh my god, this is weird, because Nick's my friend and he had to play the part of like singing, and they have to really get into it. And so there was one part where he touches the face, no matter who the girl is, it's like choreographed, touch the face, and the crowd, like as soon as they touch you, the crowd's like, like you think the thing's gonna explode. Anyway, so that song is very special to me.
Aww.
Thank you,
It's
Nick.
a good song.
Thank you for the memories. So tonight we're doing episode 4 for season 1.
Yep.
And this was the Oktoberfest Grand Marshal.
Yes.
They're like about a month away from opening night, and things are starting to, they're starting to feel the pressure.
Things are coming together fast because, last time we left off with Nick kind of leaving, and I predicted, the next time we pick up, Nick's going to be back.
You did say that.
And so when
Which I don't know. Do you think that just makes sense though, because of like the show is about the two of them together? So like they sort of choreograph
Well, they
filming
could have
like.
let Drew be on his own a lot or whatever, but I mean, I'm sure they probably try and get them together,
Right.
but they could have made a show with just Drew on his own.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see how it fully develops because the pressure's on. I mean, we're a month away.
Yes.
Right.
And no offense, the bar does not look nearly complete.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't look complete.
And how do you have like a set opening date when construction always goes like not as planned? Like, I mean, there's so many restaurants even in LA that I drive by and it says opening July or spring of
You're
2000
like,
whatever. You're
what?
like, okay, I'm ready for you to open, and they don't.
And then they don't.
But what I like about the show is that they actually show you behind the scenes about that. They have the weekly meeting.
Right.
And who you have to meet with and talk about. I thought it was really cool to kind of go inside and see the inner workings of how this pulls together.
Yeah, I think that, I'm pretty sure I remember this date getting pushed around a lot for the opening, but towards the end, I think they had pretty much like an on-track sort of like, all right, this is happening. I remember Vanessa being upset about not being able to be there because she was pregnant, and so, I mean, all of that was kind of like correct in time as they're showing you, but yeah, I mean, they're getting down to the wire here, and the bar is like...
Let me ask this from past recollection. Why that date specifically? Because we know it was supposed to be a sports bar, so they wanted to hit football season.
Right.
Football season, I mean, are they trying desperately for like football playoffs? Specifically?
I don't remember that. I just remember them, there was a lot that had to go into it before that happened. Like, they had to find the property that they liked. I mean, I remember driving by the street and being like, they're thinking about that brick building right there. Like, so all of that had to happen first. There was a lot that they needed to get approved and permits and all that stuff. So once that all started rolling, it was just as fast as they could get it out, to my knowledge, from what I remember hearing them talking about
But
it.
you have a good point because football's already happening
Right.
in October.
Yeah.
It's already going on.
Right.
So I'm thinking, maybe playoffs playoff time, I guess.
I mean, I think
Because the opening was what, November, or it was supposed to be December,
So
and
then
that's after Vanessa could fly.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think
That's okay.
I feel like I'm sure probably trying to get it out for football season, but I think things got pushed back,
Yeah.
and so they just did it as soon as they could. From my recollection, I hope I'm saying that correctly, but that's what I remember hearing.
Fair enough. And I mean, speaking of, since we're kind of the team meeting, I thought that was great from an inside perspective, and they had a lot
Yes,
of people involved.
they did. Yes, they did.
Yes. What was it, like 12, 15
It
people
seemed
there?
like-
General contractor, and then this
Architect.
person, the architect,
Yeah,
and I think the general contractor's name is Mike. Did anyone
Yes.
else think he looks like Norm from Cheers?
Yes.
Yes.
Completely.
Was
Yeah.
that done on purpose? Was that an actor?
Completely. It
Wasn't, but I'm just saying, I'm like, weird that they're opening a bar and it's like where everyone knows your
Their
name. Like
name.
they want to like be that.
Ignore.
That's like the feel of what they're going for, like a down home Cincinnati boys, and then it looked like Norm from Cheers.
Yeah, he
It
did.
did.
Completely.
So fun.
But anyway, the space that they picked is like quite a large
Yeah,
space. So
it
maybe
is.
the bigger the space, the more people you need on staff to like get it to go.
It's
But-
a large bar with really high ceilings. There's like so I've been to the bar. It's awesome. It's a super cool, like spacious. There's booths and tables, and the bar wraps around like half of the room. And then there's like a side. I think they call it. I can't remember what it is, but from the outside of the bar, there's like a brick front and a door, and then to the like down the street a little next to the bar, there's like a garage door that opens and closes where I guess they can deliver the kegs.
Oh, okay.
And
A loading dock type thing.
yeah, but it's like it's a private room where you can have parties in it, or I think they also the trolley that goes through that part of town, it's called Over the Rhine. It's like a downtown up and coming area of Cincinnati, right? I think, isn't there a trolley that goes
There
through? I
is.
think it was
There is.
there's partially for that too, or the paddy wagons that they
Yes.
Oh my
that
god, can you
they-
just bike on in?
yeah, I think
Yes.
you can stop there and get drinks. Like they did
Yeah.
that on purpose, so it's a really cool,
It's like a drive-through bar.
So
Yes.
great.
That's
Great idea.
badass.
Hello.
Great idea. And that part of town in Cincinnati is like super fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So they're in a great area, and they're obviously, at this point in the show, the bar's doesn't even look like, it's like for anybody who hasn't seen like pictures of it online, like you have no idea what it's going to look like at this point.
Right.
Right.
No. Not
Like
at
they
all,
keep
no.
showing people like, okay, well the bar's gonna go over here. In one of the episodes we saw them show their dad like, this is where your seat will be. And then Vanessa came and he gave her like the tour too, and she wanted to pick a seat, and I still don't see it.
You can't see it at all.
I literally cannot visualize what this is gonna look
Right
like.
now,
Not at
though,
all.
we know obviously the bones of the bar are there, and we don't really know what it's going to look like. But they're working on other things right now. They're working on what their drinks are going to be and like what their menu. We've seen them do their
Yes,
menu.
right.
The menu
Yeah.
is great, by the way. But
You gotta staff this place up too.
oh my gosh,
Yeah.
Sure.
There's so much that they have to do. But right now, this episode in particular, they're kind of focusing on like the drinks and the bartending,
very
and
important.
Oktoberfest is happening, so it all kind of makes sense. So Nick and Drew take their friends out, and these guys, it's fun to see. This is real, you guys. Like those boys, Josh and Chris and Dre, they grew up with Nick. Like these are his real good friends.
From high school?
Yeah, they all grew up in the area. They're all of the 98 Degrees singers. They're all from Ohio, Cincinnati, and it wasn't like a let's put this boy band together thing. Like they were friends, and this was a real organic thing. So when you're watching this happen, like this is organic. Those are Nick and Drew's friends, and they're really like asking for their opinions. This is totally what they would normally be doing. So they ask these guys for their opinions, and they're like, "You guys need to go to bartending school."
yeah, that's so
How
funny.
funny was that bartending instructor?
Oh, my God. Brooke
Brooke,
was
the
on it.
badass bartender.
She was on it.
She was like, "What?"
Yeah, I loved her. She was like, she scared me.
I mean, trust me. I in many ways you have to be, because if the flip side becomes bar rescue.
Oh, I know.
sure.
Yeah, Bar Rescue. Yes,
And
yes.
here's the thing, right? Talk in terms of I don't know if they fully know, but like missed pour counts and things like that can
cost you
cost
money.
can literally, sometimes I've seen it, the worst case scenario, you lose up to $10,000 a month
Crazy.
in liquor
Wow.
just on that alone, and you're like, whatever. So I
It's
went
like
5
one
instead
more
of 4.
second. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it adds up.
I've worked
That-
in bars and restaurants. I know. I've been a manager. It's crazy.
You know what,
have to
though? It's
watch
good.
everything.
You wouldn't think that it's good that this woman was in there and saying, I mean, maybe they would have known this anyway from other people that they have on their team, because we see they have a big team helping them. But it was good that she said that, because you wouldn't think that would really matter.
I only know that because of Bar Rescue too. I've learned a lot about that, and
Yeah.
so I was like, oh yeah, they can't
Be
spill.
careful with that pour.
And they were making jokes about it, and she was like, not having it.
No.
No, she was not.
He was like, and she was like, No.
She's like, let's just put that back and do that the right way.
Right.
And the flip-flops, too. By the way, I just have a pet peeve about flip-flops in general.
Me too. Men in
Me
flip-flops
too.
hurt my eyeballs.
I don't love them
Men
either.
or women. I'm like, ugh. I would think about feet anyway. It's another story, but yes.
I like to cover my feet,
Yeah.
and I don't really love flip-flops on a dude.
But you're going to a place where you're going to be behind with food and glasses and
But
everything.
that's Nick, though. Nick's just like, I don't care. He doesn't like dress for anybody. He just like, this is comfortable.
But it's not even a matter of comfortability. Like, imagine if a glass
Of course.
shatters and
Exactly.
Right.
there goes
Exactly.
your toe.
Well, he wasn't thinking that,
No.
I'm sure. But yeah, so that bartender was really, the instructor was really funny.
She was
They
good.
looked super overwhelmed by the end of that. They were like,
Their faces are hysterical. Like, you could tell they were really doing it.
Have you guys ever bartended?
yeah, I have taken
It's
a
hard, isn't
bartending
it?
class.
Is it hard?
Yeah,
It's
it is
hard.
hard.
Yeah.
I can't remember anything.
I can't remember anything from the bartending class, but I took it, and I was a certified bartender, and then I
Oh.
never did anything with it.
Oh, go girl.
Oh,
Okay.
that was a long time ago with an
Wow.
ex-boyfriend.
So I wish that I could be a bartender, but I literally would not be able to remember a single drink. It'd be like
And I
vodka,
would-
soda.
And
That's
also,
what you get.
I feel like being a
Wine.
bartender would be like being pregnant. Like, that would suck to not be able to drink, and you're pouring people drinks all night long, and like,
okay.
here you go. I'd be like, hold on, let me test that, and yeah, you're good. There you go. I wouldn't, it's like a tease.
Right.
That's not fair.
It is cool though that Nick and Drew are trying to be more part of this bar establishment by actually being bartenders themselves, and like it's a good gimmick. Like,
It is a good
you're
gimmick.
at our bar, we're gonna serve you.
Right, so that's what they're doing. They want the opening night of the bar, they want to be behind the bar. And they make a bet with Josh and Dre and Chris that if the drinks suck, then Nick and Drew will pay for the drinks. And if they don't, then the boys have to pay. But then Drew is actually very, very funny. I'm sure you guys can all tell by this. He's got
Yeah.
like smart ass little quips. And he says, yeah, like they're going to pay anyway.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like,
They're their friends, of course they're not gonna pay.
What I like, I mean, at least the direction they're going in this regard is they'll just kind of make a specialty drink their mojito, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It seems like they're good with the mojito. Anything else beyond that, no. But let's just, hey, you want a mojito? Go to Nick and Drew.
Right.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
They'll do
Yes,
it.
that's a
Or
good
they
idea.
could just make them all and be like, a mojito for everyone, and then they just
Right.
walk away.
and let's be real, everyone there loves Nick and Drew. Nobody's going to take the drink and be like, this is sucks.
Oh,
They're going to be like,
gross.
yay, Nick Lachey made me a drink.
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
Come on.
Exactly.
Right? So
Exactly.
I think they're going to be okay.
But great gimmick. Great gimmick.
Yeah, and then we see that they've taken this bartending class pretty seriously, and Nick and Drew are hanging out at Drew's house, and Leah's having a girls' night downstairs, and she's like, come bring the champagne, and they're like, well, why don't we test our skills out? They make the drinks, and they all love them.
Yes.
They all love the mojitos, and I know, I mean, hey, it's not easy to make a mojito.
No, it isn't.
No, that's like what bartenders hate making the most because they have to muddle them in.
The muddling is...
I actually can make a mojito.
Really?
Really?
Why
Yes.
have you not done that for
Yes,
us?
for us.
Hello, why aren't you our bartender on every
Next
show?
week.
Next week, mojitos for
Mojitos.
us. Made by
Drew
you.
had me
And-
shaving his ass, so I couldn't.
It's for all night. It's for
Phil,
all night.
next week, can you please do mojitos?
I'll see what I can do.
I mean,
Yeah.
we are talking about a bar. We should be drinking
What?
during this.
Oh
It
my
only
God.
makes sense.
It only does.
I
It only
agree.
makes
I'll
sense.
see what I
I
can
like
do.
to do things that make sense.
So,
And drink.
me too.
Right.
And when that involves alcohol, somehow that always happens, and we make it make sense somehow.
Yes.
It's just
It's just tying it right back into the bar
we
thing.
make it
Two
work.
drunk girls.
That's right.
right.
So now we're getting to it's Oktoberfest, which is happening in
Yes.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
With the
What's up
Z.
with the Z?
I guess that's how you would say it's a very large German influence. There's a lot of
very.
I was wondering why they're the second largest Oktoberfest in the world.
because there's a large German settling
Berlin.
for I don't know
Right.
why.
I don't know
And so
either.
some of the food is influenced there. Have you ever had Geta?
No.
David Guetta?
No.
I've heard of it. I've
You
not
had
had
him?
it.
Geta, for anybody who is from Cincinnati, should know it is like this oat and pork, ham, some sort of meat mixture, and it's like in a tube, and you slice it and you cook it, and it is literally one of my most favorite foods ever. So when you go to Lachey's, they have Geta, like a Geta burger or something. It's called like the Hangover Burger or something. I don't know. Anyway, there's Geta in it, and it's very good. And anyway, anyone who knows what Geta is.
But is it hyperbole? I feel like Oktoberfest is big in a lot of cities.
No, but this
Yeah,
is
it is.
obviously. I mean, Cincinnati has a large
They do.
German influence.
They do.
How random. I mean, people
I
that
know.
came over from Europe,
Why
they found
Ohio?
right.
I don't
the
know.
Midwest. I mean, Midwest.
They went like, screw New York. Let's just go in a little more.
Let's a little more.
No, I think it was one of those that you try to go out to LA and you're like, I'm tired.
It was like the Oregon Trail. They got dysentery and they stopped.
This looks good right here.
Right here.
Right here.
There's a large German, Polish, Czech.
Germans belong on this land.
All through the Midwest.
It was, So I think that's maybe why the Oktoberfest is so big there, I'm assuming. And so Nick and Drew are the grand marshals of this day.
Yes, they are.
So it's like I think there's a Lachey day too in Cincinnati. Yeah, there's a day there.
I mean, that's legit. I mean, Oktoberfest in general, that's legit.
Yeah, I think so.
They have a day for them too. Like they got the keys to the city or something, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, it's like they're big time.
Big time. Well, do you think that they grand marshaled the Oktoberfest because they knew they were going to shoot the show, or like do they just get these things?
Oh no, I think they got these things. I think that was separate, and they obviously were going to film it.
Right, because I mean, how funny was it after we saw it? I mean, all the things that they had to do, like the bratwurst eating contest against Joey Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut.
All right, like we got to break some of this.
Yes.
Okay, first off, the least amount was what, 6 1/4
Yeah.
bratwurst?
I know.
And then Joey 50.
I know.
Where do you
In
put
1
that?
minute, they said 1 minute or 5 minutes or something.
How
I don't
was
care if it's 30 minutes.
That's
West
impossible.
Alabama.
6 1/4. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
But 50 is
I know.
way more.
Well, he's a professional
He's a
hot dog.
total
I don't know how you become a professional because that's gross.
It is.
Like,
And
here's
why
the
drinking
50.
the water? Why would you drink water? I feel like that's just making you have less room. Like,
No, because I think it like makes it like
washes
flows it down.
He
Yeah.
drinks a little bit of water each time, so it's like a little bit, just enough.
so it moves the
Yeah.
things like the product. I think
it's like extra saliva.
But like, let me ask you,
Yeah,
like
okay.
a normal person, they eat one bratwurst. Oh man, I feel so full.
Maybe two.
right.
yeah.
In person.
Well, bratwurst is pretty big, right? It's not a hot dog. It's like a thing.
I mean, yeah, it's a
It's a thing,
it's
girl.
a hot
Like,
dog on a
Let's go
steroid.
bratwurst. You never go back.
The theme of the night. That's what this episode should have been called.
Once you go brat, you never go back.
That's right, kids.
It's just too much.
Yes.
I don't know how they did that.
Yeah, I don't know how I did either.
I don't know how Nick
yeah.
and Drew both had 6+.
I know.
And they're just Nick and Drew.
Right. And they're not big or anything. They're like small
No,
guys.
I mean, they
I mean,
can
it'd
eat.
be like, get me a hammer, shove this thing down.
I mean,
Like,
how
what do
would
we
you
got to do?
that? Anyway, and then they did the Stein hoisting thing.
Oh,
and
that's hard.
That was fun.
I thought they were going to make it all the way.
Me too.
I also thought that the point was to chug. I didn't understand that the hoisting part was literally just to hold the beer.
Yeah.
Because then you're just testing your arm skills. But
Right.
like, drink the beer.
Should we?
How about, no, here's the thing, Cincinnati, I have
I
a
spilled.
thing for you. Like, they should be getting drunk while they're holding it to
I'm
see who can
yeah.
hold it to hold it.
That would be
Yeah, like
better.
multitask. Like if I was just like
Balance
this.
and strength.
That's it.
Yes, exactly.
Because I mean, it's not like you're holding the bratwursts. You know, so
It's not like you're eating a bratwurst
And holding at the same
hoisting
time.
At the same time.
Same time.
That's weird.
but like
Is that
you
weird?
know, like
That's weird.
it was an eating contest. Why wasn't it a drinking contest? Why was it a holding contest?
I don't know what that, because Germans, maybe they want to prove how strong they are.
Ooh, there you go.
Maybe, I
There you
mean-
go. Yeah. Okay.
And
No,
how
but
much
here's the thing.
they wasted a lot
Have
of
you
beer
seen
on the
like
floor.
Beer Fest when they're like they're doing whatever you call it, keg push-ups,
Oh,
pull-ups,
right.
but that
No.
they're drinking.
Never seen.
You've
it.
never seen Beer
I
Fest?
have.
Yeah.
You,
You look like
as
you're
two
doing-
drunk girls,
Don't call
should-
us out, Phil. That was
I will
way
have
more-
you know,
that's your alma mater.
I have sophisticated taste.
Oh,
Yeah, we
boy.
don't really drink beer.
but
I
you can
drink
watch
whatever's in my cup.
movies.
We could research a little more, maybe.
Okay, we'll go on a drinking history tour.
Well, next time
Ooh, that
I
sounds
would like
fun.
you to give us some
You're welcome to
mojitos,
join.
and that's part of our research and marketing.
I would like to have a lesson in muddling mint.
All right, let's
And
do
then-
that.
yeah.
There you go. I like that.
We could make drinks next time.
There we go.
Also, it was cute to see Camden
Nick and Vanessa's baby.
Yeah.
Well, child now.
Yes.
and
Yeah.
Hudson and Isabella, which are Drew and Leah's children, which they're just so cute. But it was nice
It's really
that they
cute.
were all involved in, being an Oktoberfest and seeing it all happen. And like you said, you wonder if this is happening. Are they getting the keys to the city? And they're the Lachey Day and all of this and the Grand Marshals because they're shooting the show. This all would have happened regardless. And they would have been in there going for it. They would have been all about it. Anytime there's a
believe
big
it.
event in Cincinnati, they love to be there for it. Like the All-Star Game was there this year, and they were like, they're huge sports fans. Why they're opening up a sports bar? Sorry, I didn't mean to poke your microphone like that.
Tap tap.
Oh, thank you.
Speaking of microphone, next time we need to get our opening song needs to be Microphone. That's the new 98 Degrees.
They have a new song?
Well, it's a
Oh.
song from like a year ago, and it's about a microphone. But the microphone maybe might be like a euphemism for another body part.
No,
when they say, "Hey
stop
lady,
it.
hey lady, grab the microphone." 98 Degrees got dirty.
Dirt.
They're adults. They're
Speaking
adults.
of 98 Degrees, Jen, show your shirt.
Hello, everyone. I'm modeling the 98 Degrees shirt of yesteryear.
And also, that's actually new. And
It's
also,
new.
well, it's new-ish. It's not like a old 90. It's not like a circa 1998 98 Degrees shirt.
Before we do continue, I do
Yes.
have a question from
Oh, yeah.
one of ours. Yes.
Yeah.
Because, speaking of all these things coming together, we can't forget our sponsor, Mazda.
That's
Yes.
right.
Mazda
That's
has
right.
a great question, not only for my 3 panelists, but also you at home. Does driving matter to you? Jen?
Oh, sure does.
Matters
James?
to me.
Yes.
I already answered that question, Phil.
All right. Well, you know what? Maybe, Lauren, you just like driving because the hair, the wind is in your hair,
Yeah,
it's
I like it.
blowing. James, you don't have as much hair, but maybe for you, you're feeling every single turn, every nuance of the road.
Yes.
And Jen, maybe you're out road tripping with your girlfriends.
Oh, cool. Thanks. I am. Call me.
So if driving matters to you, Mazda is your answer. They've got some great cars. Definitely checking them out. Driving matters to them, and it matters to you.
That's
That's right.
Matters to all of us, and thank you,
Thank you, Mazda.
Thank you.
Mazda,
for
keeping the
sponsoring
lights
and
on here.
continuing this to sponsor the show.
Yes, that's
right.
great. We like
We
that.
love
That's great.
you.
We love it.
Jen's
Yeah.
first car was a Mazda.
It was not my first car, but it was
Oh, you
one.
had-
It
She
was,
switched.
It was my third car.
And I meant to say she switched from a crappy car to
a
a
Mazda.
Mazda.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
I did. It was my first car I leased on my own. They made it very easy for me to get, and it was lovely to deal with them. I had a white, Mazda. It was like an SUV, the smaller SUV, and it was gorgeosity. The only reason
Gorgina.
Gorgerific. And the only reason I don't have it today was A, my lease ended, but also I am not that great at parking, so I needed a smaller vehicle.
But Mazda makes small cars too.
They do,
They do,
but
yeah, they do.
so yeah, I loved my
a
Mazda.
compliment.
Zooming around.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Zoom,
That's
zoom.
right.
You guys, the beer fest, or the Oktoberfest, it really just made me want to be there.
Me
It really
too.
just
Looked
did.
Me
like
too.
so much fun, and the way they show the city as like a character in this whole
know.
show, I gotta say, so like in researching the show, a lot of the commentary about it is that like it's like not the most dramatic show ever.
Yeah.
But it's also not boring, and it's interesting, and it's something you want to continue to see how it grows, and the fact that Nick and Drew are like, we didn't know that it was going to be this hard. We just thought we liked to drink, and that you put a bar and you go drink at it and watch sports. And that they call out like kind of what we're feeling for them, and they're taking us on this journey with their families too. And I think it's cool that we get to see their families as well. It's
Yeah.
not like one of those shows where they're like, no kids can be on the show.
Oh, right,
Too
right.
dramatic. No kids.
Right.
But these kids are like adorable.
Nick and Drew would never be part of something that's like not authentic. They are the most down to earth guys
seem like
ever.
it. They
They
seem like it.
are all about Cincinnati. Their love for like where they come from and their friends and their family is real. And this is a total representation of that. It's really accurate, I can say. And I think I mean, we see in the next episode that there's a little drama with a decision that Drew made, and of course there's some drama in people's life. They fight, their brothers, things happen, but for the most part they're literally just like opening their doors and being like, hey, this is us. There's nothing really like fake about this. If we're happy, we're happy. If we're not, we're not. You'll see it. And they want to expose Cincinnati and this bar to everyone, and that's what they're doing, and they're doing it because they love where they come from, and this is really something they're passionate about. So yeah, it's not uber dramatic, but it's going to have its moments, I think.
Yeah. Well, another article I read also said that.
Is this news and gossip?
No,
or-
this
okay,
isn't. It's just
okay.
out
Just
there
making
and
sure.
not timely. But one of the things that I read about was that Nick is actually the second most successful boy band member out of all the boy bands that came out.
Wow.
To
Okay.
obviously
know
Justin
that.
Timberlake. So,
He's been working continuously.
yes,
since-
that's what they're
Nick,
saying.
Yes.
you guys
Yeah.
can watch Nick on the Big Morning Buzz Live on VH1 too.
Oh,
Yep.
wow, that's right.
He's a host on that show.
He's been working continuously
He
since 90
has
Degrees.
not stopped, can't stop, won't stop, Nick Lachey.
No, and he did the singing bee, and he's done a bunch
The
of stuff.
singing
Yes.
bee.
Yeah.
Singing
The
bee.
sing off.
The sing off. The singing bee. Like the
like, wait,
spelling
another
bee.
show?
Like the spelling bee.
And there was another one too, the sing off. I mean, there's so
Yeah.
many.
He's
He's
done
done
Yeah.
a lot. He
Yeah.
literally cannot stop.
He's great. He is great. And so I think that's why he is very successful, is because he's steadily working.
Yeah.
He's not very dramatic. There's, it's
He's
a steady pace.
Yeah, he's a good guy, and it's nice to know that like success comes to good people, because there's a lot of slimy people in the industry.
Who are successful.
Yeah.
Like, just like our boss here, Maria.
Good things
Yes.
come to
Good
her.
things come to her
Yes.
because she's an honest, fun, loyal, great,
Hardworking.
Yeah. Same thing with Nick.
Yeah.
I like
So
that.
I like that.
You know,
I
and
feel
it's
it.
nice
I
to
feel it.
watch.
Good analogy.
It's nice to like watch this all unfold. I've been to the bar, I've seen the end result, but I didn't know about. I mean, I heard them talk about this, but it's interesting for me to watch because I'm going, oh yeah, that's when that happened. So it's like new for me too, and I didn't know what the bar looked like before with the nothing up, like it's just drywall or whatever. It is really hard to see, you guys, but you're gonna have to. It's awesome what they end up making this
I'm
to
so
be.
excited.
I know.
Lauren gets
wait to
plane
see.
tickets.
Yeah,
We'll do
I mean,
the last show
they should
from there.
fly us all out.
They should. Oh my
They've already
God.
shot the last show, but they should still fly us all out and have
Yeah,
a fun
well,
night.
for the finale.
We could
first.
screen
yeah,
it and talk to all the
Yes.
people at the bar.
That would be so fun.
Yes.
Call us.
Call us.
Oh my God, my family would be so happy.
Oh my gosh.
show up.
Oh my gosh, that would be so fun.
That'd be fun.
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, guys,
try
we
something.
have what? How many? 6 episodes left?
Yeah, make this happen.
Is this a
It's
10 episode season?
I don't know that answer.
don't know
you
that
work here?
either.
Do you work here?
I don't know that either, but we can find that out.
We'll find it out.
We will bring that to you guys and let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hopefully some guests. We'll see what we can do.
Ooh.
I know.
Do we? I think I don't know. Do we miss anything? I think we got.
Well, we got a little tiny bit of seeing Drew's wife hosting a girls' night. And They
Yeah.
were doing that. This is kind of cute. They were
Yeah.
just doing their bartending skills
I
there.
like that.
That was cute. And I think that was about it. She
I
kind
mean,
of. We
I
covered
feel
everything.
like they're just real
Prediction
concise
time?
in these episodes. Let's get to some predictions and see what we think's gonna happen.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Phil, I feel like you've got something just waiting.
I
Yeah.
know.
I feel it too. There's like energy
I
coming
feel
off
it
of
too.
you.
Go on, Phil.
Speak your mind.
I now understand where they put the teaser. They don't put it at the end. They put it somewhere in the middle.
Yes.
So you got to
Yes.
watch out for it. And so I've been missing it. So now I'm excited because Drew buys a $12,000
Oh, yes.
barrel of bourbon.
Yeah.
That is
Yes.
Why is it you think it's so expensive?
Because it's like aged and
Probably
whatever.
aged and everything, yeah.
Nick loves bourbon, so I don't know what he was all up in arms about. But he also
He's got to share it
yeah.
and paid for it.
Yeah, I mean, 12. I mean that. When you
a
haven't
lot.
even made a profit yet,
Yeah.
maybe
Right.
that's like hey, 2 months in, we're
Right.
we're no longer in the red.
Phase 2.
Yeah.
So what's your prediction?
I don't know. We'll see if Nick really blows up about this because last big purchase that we saw was the 20 grand for beer, which was Drew's beer. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure somewhere deep down it can't be good for Nick because he's like, oh, my beer didn't win.
And we know that they don't really like to. I mean, if they say they're like, we don't have to spend money, we won't. They chop down their own trees. So it's going to be a tough little road for them having to spend all this moolah. Jen, do you have a prediction?
I predict that we're going to see more friction with putting the bar together. We're going to see some hiring. They've got to staff the place, so I think that's going to be interesting. Also, maybe the wives might have a say in who they hire. I don't know.
Yeah,
Just going to throw that out there.
maybe.
Ooh, I was going to say something like the wives are going to want to hire the waitress, have a say in hiring the waitresses.
What about uniforms? We got to have uniforms.
Yeah.
Speaking of uniforms,
Yeah.
you guys go on LacheysBar.com and get the goods.
Got it?
Cute stuff.
Look at
We're not talking about
That's a
Lauren.
ju-
We're actually talking about the shirt.
Well,
She's good
Lauren's
stuff,
for
too.
sale too, but we'll talk about that one later.
Love
This is
for
it's another
sale.
show.
And Phil's wearing a Lachey
Yes.
experience.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sporting the Drew Lachey version of
Oh,
the.
yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
A ring or two. Do you have predictions, James?
Well, just basically, I'm thinking that they're going to want to know what's going on with the waitresses. And stuff.
It's going to be hard for me to predict because I kind of know what
Yeah,
went
you know what's
on,
going
so
on,
I don't
yeah.
want to say anything.
But what if there's details?
Okay, that's true. I
But
think
it's like dramatic irony. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
we know where it's going.
Yeah, I know. I want to see more Kate Lachey. Or
Oh yeah, their mom.
that's
Oh,
not
yeah,
her.
okay.
That's
Oh,
her
okay.
married name, but not anymore.
okay.
But I want to see more of Nick and Drew's mom.
Okay, so they're divorced.
Yes.
Mom and dad.
Mom and
Okay.
dad are divorced.
Got
Well, they're friends. It's all one big happy family.
Because we did see both of
Remarried.
them separately.
You saw John too. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John they're both great. John is an amazing guy. They both raised 2 great boys, and they also have other kids. But yeah, so I want to see more of Kate. She's a riot. She's a hoot.
A hoot.
So I'm hoping to see
Holler.
more of Kate, and I know that we do, I think. So I'm predicting.
I mean, she's got to be involved in some way.
Oh, she is, for sure. She is always involved. Yeah.
like any good mother
She's mama.
is.
And
She's mama.
No, she's mama. She's in
right.
it. She's in it to win it. Okay, well, do we have any news and gossip, Jennifer?
I can come up with something.
Okay. All right.
I will whip up something.
Because
Nick and Vanessa posted today on Instagram. Check it out. That's
we
first
make
for the music.
up. We make
Did
up
they?
our. No, Nick did post a picture of Camden wearing one of these shirts and said he's watching tonight, so you guys should too. It's a very cute picture.
That's really
See,
cute.
there you go.
See.
So I don't follow Nick. I follow Vanessa, but I should
Okay.
follow Nick. Speaking of Vanessa,
Yeah.
her show that she was cast on, she actually replaced somebody on the cast. It was called People Are Talking.
I don't know what
It's
it's
now
called.
called Truth Be Told.
Did you read that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it starts October 16th.
Okay.
So we'll be covering that here as well.
Yeah, we will.
It's going to be great. She's opposite Mark Paul Gosselaar, and it's going to be so good.
Lachey all day.
okay.
Lachey all
We
day.
just can't get enough of the Lachey's over here.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Love them.
One more thing is that the show will be back next week.
Look at that news and gossip, guys. There's
Breaking
more
news.
episodes. AfterBuzz exclusive. Thank you, Jennifer Golden.
Anytime.
That's amazing.
Happy to help.
Happy to help. Okay, guys. Well, I think we're good.
The biggest question: are you guys going to be back?
Yes,
Yes,
we're
we're here. We're in it to win it. We literally...
We will not
We're
make
here.
you do this by yourself.
Never
again.
again.
no, not
Unless you
at all.
enjoy it more, which you might be like, get these people out of
Yeah,
here.
You probably want to
Amateur.
talk more. Jen and I talk a lot, so sorry
Yeah.
if we steamrolled
Okay.
you.
And I just follow them, so that's how it goes.
I mean, it's
He's
fine.
comes with us and now everywhere. So.
yeah, there we go.
We're a team.
We found our third part.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening and watching. You can find me at Lauren Leonelli on all of the things.
I almost forgot my name. I'm James Law Jr.
It's
I'm
James.
James. You can find me on Facebook as James Law Jr., Twitter, Black Hope LA, and my radio show every Friday morning on AdrenalineRadio.com.
Yay!
Yay. I'm Jennifer Golden. You can find me on all the places at Jennifer Golden, and you can find me here on Wednesdays before this show doing Impastor with these great
That's
guys.
right. That's right.
And did the Two Drunk Girls Kickstarter campaign go well?
Oh yeah, we wrapped it. We are starting our show,
Yay,
our radio
thank
show
you.
soon.
So look for us in LA
Thank
Talk
you.
Radio. We'll give you details about that when we get it.
Very cool. So follow Two Drunk Girls.
Yeah.
Follow them.
And follow us here at AfterBuzz TV, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff.
All right. Thanks, guys. See you
Thank
next
you.
week. Bye.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.